Hello everyone, I'm Shauna and welcome to the video. Welcome to the Project Pan finale. I know I made the difference between the last video and this video longer. I know I made you wait longer, like 6 weeks, but guess what? The wait was worth it. I finished so much stuff. This is hands down the best update of the year, and it's fitting that it's a finale. I'm so excited to finally get this stuff like actually out of the collection permanently. And I'm very stoked to bring you this update. Let's just get straight into updating. I also am going to list all the products that I used in this video down below. I often forget to say the names and the shades and the colors and those kinds of things, despite my best attempts to remember to do so. So everything will be linked there. The first thing is the Hello Fab Pores Be Gone primer. Last update I was here, now I'm about here. It might even be a little bit less than that, maybe just because of the air, but I am getting down there. I finished much more than I anticipated. I knew that I wasn't going to finish it, but I'm really proud that I finished this much, and I think that this is a product, should I roll it into the next update, or sorry, the next project next year, I should be able to finish this relatively quickly. So it's the first guy. Let's talk about the foundations. There were 3 foundations currently in the project. The first is the E.L.F. BB cream. I have been using this more, and I honestly think that come January, come my regular work schedule, because I'm technically on a break right now, I'm going to be changing some things up in just like my routine and life, and I think this is going to become like the everyday kind of foundation, just because like I can apply it with the fingers and it's pretty quick. So I've just been playing with this a little bit, and you can see that there is a little dip there. One of you was telling me how to take the air out, and oh, okay, I just did it. I just went back to read the comment. Holy moly. Okay, I'm way farther down than I expected. Okay, you ready for this? Now that all the air is out, look at that. That is now officially where I am with all the air out. When I said that I've been using this, I felt like I was looking like a bit of a liar because the tallies didn't really show that. This is doable to get out next year should I decide to put it in a project, but I have really been using this in November when I was kind of getting busier, and even in December, and it's been a really nice kind of everyday, really quick option, and I have been really getting into BB creams, so there has been some really great progress on this. All right, folks, the first empties of the project, this guy, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. It has an airless pump. It is right at the top. There is nothing left. I knew that there was very little coming into this, but I had my fingers crossed that I could finish this, and I wasn't sure if I would because, again, of how the makeup kind of situation went. But let me just give you the numbers. I have worn makeup almost 20 times. Most of these products have a minimum of 15 uses. So the primer has 15. The Urban Decay foundation has 13. So I did use this a ton, and there's a chance I even forgot 1 or 2 uses to mark down in there. So very excited to have this out. I actually don't think I'm going to repurchase this. This has been my #1 foundation probably since about 2017. I've repurchased this several times, maybe I think a minimum of 5 times I've repurchased this. It's just been one of those things where once I was close to finishing it, I would just rebuy it. But the thing is that this shade range isn't that great. Like the color, like it is fairly extensive from what I can remember. I think there's at least 30 shades. However, the color match isn't great, and I'm no longer really into that super coverage foundation. So the fact that this is being dethroned is actually quite a big deal. So next up is the Tarte foundation. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. There's just about 2 to 3 uses of this guy left, and I am making this video a couple days out, like before the end of the year. And so there's a couple more makeup days left of the year, and I am planning a makeup empties video, which unfortunately won't come up until after January 1st. And up until the first week of January, I have videos planned either every day or every other day, like, you know, those end of the year videos and those start of the year videos. So this will be gone before that empties video, and you'll see it there. And there's just no sense of me putting this in another project to literally use another 3 times. So I'm calling this done. It's being rolled out of the project because it will be used up in just the next couple of days. It's just, you know, the timing is a little bit weird. So that's 2 foundations that will be out of the project. Next up is the Milani powder. This is in Natural Light. It's a pressed powder. I used this so vigorously, the name wore off at the front. This is fully gone. It's fully used up. I used the Tarte foundation 17 times. And then this powder I used 10 times before it was completely finished. You should go watch my best and worst makeup of the year. I will link that video. You will see my opinion on just some of these products. This one's in there. I just mentioned that because some of these products are in there, but this product I didn't really like, and it was also too dark for me, like a good summer color, but definitely not now. So I finished it at a good time. However, it's not my favorite formula, and my favorite formula is also in that best and worst makeup of 2020. So very excited to roll out another powder. I did say I would show the next powder I'm rolling in, like what that looks like, but it's not going to be part of this project clearly, and also not the 2021 project. So I just kind of didn't really find a need to do that. Next up, we have my Colourpop Bronzer. I actually thought that there was a chance I could finish this year, but unfortunately I did not. I am really close though, and I do think I'm going to repress it, but I wanted to bring this to the finale before I did any of that kind of repressing, because there was significant dip and I just wanted that to be more consistent, and it was just one more update. So I used this 16 times. The bronzer doesn't actually have much life left in it. It probably would be another month of continuous use before it was completely gone. And that was a brand new untouched bronzer when it came into the project. So I'm very proud of the use on that, especially considering the year and how little I wore makeup. So the next thing are the blushes. Now, this is the Hard Candy blush, and I didn't really use this a whole lot this year. I did notice that when I put the lid on, I don't know if you'll be able to see. So this used to dome up, almost touching the top, and it's basically flat now. So I've used a whole lot of this project, but it's actually older than I thought it was. I don't use it, I don't like it. So this one is being decluttered. Not a huge fan of that. This blush, I don't know what to do with it. It's older than I thought, and I actually don't know if I want to declutter it. So I'm just gonna keep it in my collection for now. It's definitely not gonna be in any upcoming projects, but it's just gonna hang around just for a little bit so I can make up my mind about it, because I can't give it away to anybody because it's been repressed. It's very old. I've used the crap out of it, and I don't also really want it. So we'll see. That might make another debut sometime later, but for now it's just gonna hang around. Next up is the Wet n Wild concealer. It may not look like it, but it is done. I have scraped the sides of this guy. When you pull it out, nothing comes out on the wand. Can you see that? I could finish this completely if I pulled out the stopper, but I officially hate this concealer, and I'm not pulling out the stopper on it. We're not playing that game with that concealer. So I'm very excited to not only have that concealer out of this project, but out of my life. It sucked. I hated it. Bye. Next up are the lip products. And I think I'm gonna start with the least exciting to the most exciting. The least exciting would probably be this little kind of Bite Mini. I did kind of go in and look at the tallies, there is no real difference on this from last month. I only used it maybe 2 times. I was just, I guess in my mind, I was just really done with it. So this one is being rolled out. And I do think I'm going to roll in another lip product to the next project, but it's not going to be this. I need a little break from that. The lip liner though, the lip liner, there was some good progress on it. It's getting down there. As you can see, like the full tally, I have used a lot this year, and this was my first time ever using a lip liner, so I'm very happy about it. I do like a lip liner, but it's not always the practical choice. I don't know if that will be in the project, but I'm very happy for like a first time product use ever in my life, which is kind of weird because I owned so many last year. I was like, I need to be a lip liner girl. I need lip liners because all the cool people that I know who have great lips and lipstick, they wear lip liners. I was mostly thinking of Alana Davidson, but I do have other colors that I want to play with that are in my makeup kit. This, I don't know if it will come into another project, but I did use at least half of it this year. On to the most exciting updates. I finished not 1, but 2 lip products this past year. You can see that I think the sun is doing us something good here. I have scraped the hell out of this. There is a little bit in the bottom, which I think you can see. It was, so I'm going to bring this close. Hopefully you can see. So it does change. I think you can see it does change color down there. I did scrape the sides above it, but I did not take off the stopper for that reason. I don't know what is going on down there. I'm not about to use that product because I don't know what's happening with it, but I used what I could. I scraped the sides. I got all that I could out of it. Very happy to have that out of my collection. And also this, there is the tiniest bit left in here, but it physically will not come out of the tube, and I'm not gonna crack this thing open to use this. There's just the smallest, can you see that? There's just the smallest little amount in there. The moment you open it, it's more than 1 use, probably maybe 5. The moment you open this and then it's just exposed to air, no thank you. I used the overwhelming majority of this. I got my money's worth. I am quite happy. There's 3 products left, and the rest of the products are like the more skincare kind of products. So again, we're gonna go to the least exciting to the most exciting. This is the Quo brush cleaner. Is there any good place to see this? It's a Quo brush cleaner. I did not use it a single time. That's fine. It'll just roll out and be more of like a when I need it kind of thing and not come into a project. I used up this Tamanu oil. It's finally gone. I do love an oil, but just not this one. I'm very excited to finally see this out of my collection. I worked hard on it this year. It started all the way up there and I used the whole thing up. Awesome. And the last thing, the Peter Thomas Roth eye gels. These are gone too. Look at that empty jar. I'm very excited about this. In total for this update, I finished 6 products, which is awesome. I don't think I've ever finished so many in a time before. Oh no, 7. Oh, sorry, it's still 6. I don't know what I was doing with this. No, it's 7. Hot mess over here. Yeah, I finished 7 products. 2 foundations, a concealer, 2 lip glosses, and 2 skincare items. I think that's pretty awesome for my finale. I got really close on 2 things. This is much farther along than I kind of anticipated. The bronzer's almost done. Oh my God, no, there's 8. Look, I forgot about this. I finished 8 products. Wow, I'm kind of impressed with myself. That's everything, guys. That's the update. I finished 8 products. I feel like I crushed it. This year I finished over 20 makeup products. I'm gonna have the actual number on the screen here. I have been keeping track. It's over 20 total in this project pan that I finished. That's a lot. I finished 20 products because of this project pan. I think that's awesome. So that's going to finish up this video. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for all of those who followed my very first project pan here on YouTube. I think it went swimmingly, and I hope to see you again around here soon. And I really hope to see you again in my 2021 project pan. Bye.